Hello and welcome. I know I mean, for me, it's 7 in the morning, so I don't expect a lot of people to tune into this stream. Uh, but I want to welcome all my new subscribers and play some Rocket League. So that is exactly what we're going to do. I think it's streaming. There it is. All right, sorry about that. Make sure the audio is good. It should be good. There it is. All right, sorry about that. Hello, Mirasmus Entertainment. How are we doing today? We doing good? We doing bad? We doing neutral? You tell me. And feel free to ask me any burning questions you might have about the channel, about myself, anything like that. Hello, Grassblock. Quite well. That is good to hear. That is really good to hear. I myself have not gone to bed yet. And I'm quite tired. But we're going to play some Rocket League because I had to charge my phone, and my office is the only place that actually has a charger that will charge my phone and not taking 12 hours. So, yeah. We're going to play some Rocket League. And I'll just talk to you guys. Should be a fun time. I probably won't be streaming for that long. You know, just... Oh, you know what? I gotta turn the music off. Because I forgot about that. Let me turn that off. There we go. I want to play casual too so I can really talk to you all, so... I was playing competitive, but just not really. Something I'm quite interested in doing at the moment because I want to be able to properly talk to people. Because the world would be a better place if we all just talk to each other, you know? Also, Grassblock, I forgot to ask. How are you doing? Oh. Hi. How we doing, Don Corkins? We doing swell? Let's get some Rocket League going. Oh, my water bottle is in the way. Thanks for asking. Fine. Well, that is great to hear. Also, just to temper expectations for this game, I actually just got bumped down to gold 3 and 3s, so I'm not very good. That's okay, because it's not about that. Someone saved that. Okay. Oh, God. You know, I always dreamed about being, like, a streamer. Oh, God. Just playing video games all day seems like a swell time. I don't think I'd be very good at it, though. I don't think I'm that entertaining off the cuff kind of thing. Like I like doing my streams sometimes, but it's not really... I mean, I'm not really passionate about it either, so it'd be a bad idea to do it anyway, but... Why is everyone bumping each other? It'd be a bad idea to do it anyway, but... I don't know, I think it's to be fun, and I want to do stuff on the second channel. I've been trying to do an Omori playthrough, because obviously Omori is my second most popular video essay I have on this channel. And I thought he was going to hit that. And I think a playthrough with a friend, blind, would be, like, an interesting thing to see for everyone. And let me know if you would find that interesting. We recorded the first part, but he described himself as so violently high that he doesn't remember it. Which he does not remember it. So, you know, I've not as motivated to edit the video. But, like, I still want to do it. So, let me know if you guys would actually want to see that. Like, I do think it'd be fun. It's also like a 20-hour, 30-hour game. Like, depending if you become the Pet Rock champion, it's not the quickest game ever. So, you know. Let me score. No! So who here is a new subscriber? And who's been around for a while? I'd like to know. Oh god. See, my gameplay is atrocious right now because I'm trying to talk at the same time. Hi, Ellie Helly. How you doing? On this fine morning, night, midday, wherever you are. Like I said, for me, it is 7 in the morning. I just have not slept, so... Come on. I do have a shot I need to get today at 2, so... Like I said, it's gonna be a relatively short stream. Oh, dear God. With terrible... Oh, my God. Terrible gameplay. I almost got in a real wall with my own teammate. That's why I'm playing casual, because I don't want to ruin my MMR, just like... and I don't want to ruin anyone else's MMR by just playing atrocious. You know, like, I just keep bumping everyone. Don't really want that, so we're going to keep it casual. If you want to see me lock in, I'm playing some 2s. I'm Platinum 2, Division 3 now in 2s. So I'm a little better at 2s. I think 3s are a little more fun. Just because, like, I don't know if anyone else games like this, but I feel very awkward just being on a team with one person. I think it goes past the usual, I don't want to play bad, but it's like literally just awkward because I don't like being alone with people. Doing alright, I'm a new sub, came from the Hazy Mind vids, I'm a Milk fan, love the videos I've seen. I'm assuming then, thank you for that by the way, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm assuming you've seen both of my milk analysis videos. Milk inside and milk outside a bag of milk. Unless you're just talking about dairy. I guess you could also just be a dairy fan and love the channel because of that, but sad to say I drink oat milk. I don't drink dairy, so... Not that I'm vegan, I am vegetarian, but... What am I doing right now? Yeah, have you seen those videos? Like I said, I'm assuming you have. Just based on you being a fan of them, but I guess I never know. Oh, I just scored. This is why we're doing casual. I think it would have won anyway, but, you know. Oh, and the team is not happy with me. Not at all. I'll read your comment in a second. Let me lock in for just a moment here. Actually, I don't really care. Yes, but I played them. But I played them before. The videos gave me some context on some of my experiences through the game. That's why I made them, I think. And another big reason why I made them is, like, discovering parts of myself. Like, once I learned about self-disorder, I think that was, like... just a monumental part of... learning about myself as a person. Like, that level of dissociation, which I don't know if you've seen Explaining Away Psychosis, but that plays a big part of it too, is, you know, it's more than, like, I guess, a normal dissociative illness or dissociative episode. But at the same time, it's like, I think it's on a scale. I guess I'm spoiling the video if you haven't seen it, but I think it's more on a scale. And I didn't really acknowledge that on my Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk analysis video. That, because I didn't know it at the time. Not that I know it, but I didn't think it at the time. These are all just my thoughts on the matter. I just never thought of it like that, you know? But now I kind of think of it's like any level of dissociation is going to be on, like, a spectrum of dissociation, which, like, the lowest end of that spectrum, or, like, the most left or most right, whatever you want to say, is, like, pure self-disorder as we currently define it. But it's just so many psychotic disorders are, like, kind of tied together in a way, and I believe the root cause is self-disorder. So it's like different psychotic disorders will be on different levels of severity on the scale, you know? Like schizophreniform, which is, like, basically schizophrenia for, like, longer than a month, but not as long as 6 months, and it essentially goes away. I kind of wanted to think of that as, like, it just flares up, and it may never flare up again. But that would be a lower level of dissociation on the scale. Do you kind of get what I'm saying on that? I mean, like I said, maybe you watched the video and literally have heard me say all this, to which I apologize if you have. But if you haven't, it's a little sneak peek into the video. Obviously, it's an hour and a half. To which half of that hour I just talked about Hellblade, which I kind of regret making that into one video. Like, Hellblade, I should have scored that. I should have just, if I was going to commit to talking about, like, the neuroscience behind psychosis, I should have just fully committed to that and not really talked about Hellblade, because I think it kind of distracted from the overall, Jesus Christ, I'm terrible. From the overall, I don't want to say message, but, like, the overall, what you're going to get out of it. And I ended up making a Hellblade video anyway, and it was just, like, the clips from that Explaining Away Psychosis video, the hour-and-a-half long video. And it got viewed more than the big one did. So that's fun. I thought that was actually genuinely kind of hilarious. that a clip, which I've clipped other videos before. I don't know if it annoys people. It doesn't seem to. And you all can let me know. I mean, a lot of you are new, I'm assuming, so you probably haven't seen too much of it. But even like my most popular video, Hellblade, not video, Hellblade, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I clipped a part of that, and I basically just like clipped like 20 minutes of that, or like 15 minutes of that, and then like 5 or 10 minutes from my Monica video. Which you haven't seen that one, I would highly recommend that one. It's a lot of people's favorite on the channel. One of my favorites too. But I spliced those two together, and it got like 9,000 views. Maybe I should make more Hellblade videos. It probably would get a lot of views, even though it's an old topic, just because, like, I think it has like 270,000 views at this point. Obviously, it's the most watched video I have on the channel. And, you know, I released a video yesterday. And it was an anime video. And I kind of made not a fuss about it, but I made like a big deal out of it. I'm like, oh, I'm actually making an anime video. Haha. You know, that's what I started the channel for, mostly at least. I still want to talk about video games. But I kind of don't like making the anime videos that much, just because of, like, I don't like editing them. Like, I mean, fuck. There could be, like, copyright claims are one thing, and they do get very frustrating. But it's not really too much about that. It's more just like, they're just not fun to edit, because it takes, first of all, it takes forever. And I don't have the attention span of a fish. So, editing for like a month or two, like, on average 5 hours a day, is something I enjoy doing. Now, if I get an editor, it'd be a lot better. Obviously, I'm not in a position to do that. I'm quite broke. You know, I have a job. Part-time job. And I do make money through YouTube, but, like, definitely not enough to, like, hire an editor. But if I do decide to do YouTube full... Well, I have decided that, but when I, like, get to that decision officially... Like, when I have enough subscribers or enough views to, like, do YouTube full-time... I'll probably get an editor just for, like, videos that I don't really care about the editing. Also, a big thing is, my Elgato doesn't work anymore, so I used to use my Xbox hooked up to my Elgato. A little sneak peek into the editing process here. Yeah, my Xbox hooked to my Elgato and, like, just stream on my, like, either Netflix, YouTube, whatever it would be. Like, streaming the video I want to do and then capturing it on my Elgato. I just bumped them off. So, you know, I used to do that, but I just can't do that anymore. That's why, like, if you see me talk about an anime, it's just random clips from the show, like, very haphazardly spliced together. It's because I literally can only... I use MP4 download. Why is he not playing? Jesus Christ. I use MP4 downloaders, and I download the footage that I want, but, like, obviously only so many parts of the show or video, like, Maze Digital Circus is on YouTube. Maze Digital Circus is a little different because the whole episode's on YouTube, obviously, but, like, if it's Ilya hides her feelings, sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, it's like only so many clips are on YouTube, you know? Okay, if we're not gonna... Okay, come Yeah, so only so many clips are on YouTube, so it's very hard to really make the editing interesting. That's why I like making the video game stuff to avoid copyright. You know, my Hazy Mind video, I don't know if any of you know this, it got copyrighted like 4 times before I even uploaded the video. I'm gonna do some ones. But just because of the music it was. But like, yeah, it gets very frustrating. My Arcane video, one of my longest, took, like I said, like 1 or 2 months to edit the entire thing, like 5 hours a day. And I do love that video. It's one of my best edited videos. But without my Elgato, I just can't. Like, I can use OBS and like screen record off my computer, but like, I had such a, not a good system, but I had a system down that I would do. And it's kind of like, it's hard to do that system again, you know? Or like make a new system when I already had a system that I enjoyed. I wouldn't say enjoyed, but a system that worked for me, basically. And it's just very hard to like find a new system. So I do plan on talking about Hellblade Season 2. That's because it's the final season. That was a nice redirect. I do plan on talking about that, so I'm gonna have to find a new system eventually to like properly edit that video, because I do want that video to be something special. My editing process has gotten a lot faster, so I'd be able to get it out in time. You know, I didn't really get it out very fast originally, and not that I ever think my videos should do better, because like it has like 30,000 views, and like I know I'm very lucky to even have 30,000 views on any video, but you know, that'd be my 3rd most popular video. I'm lucky to be in that position. I'm lucky to be in my position at all. But like, I just thought that was such a great video, and I just kind of wanted like every person on the planet to every person on the planet to see it. And obviously that was not the case. Like, it's definitely the most political video, but like it might just be my best video. Like, I don't really know what my best video would be. You know, I'm actually kind of curious. I don't want to just keep talking myself, but to get some viewer interaction here, what would you say? And I've asked before in community posts, but that was before Hazy Mind video, so like it's a new subscribers. What would you say is your favorite video of mine? Like, maybe it's the most nostalgic, or the most entertaining, or the most informative, or anything like that. What would you say is just like your favorite video of mine? Because I do love hearing that, and it like obviously it helps me make the videos you all want to see. Because like at the end of the day, like you're my audience. Like, I make these videos for myself, but I also, you know, mostly make them for all of you. So I would like to know what you want to see, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I can make more of the stuff that you want to see. And in a similar style, like my Psychopomp video was like a heavy inspiration for my Hazy Mind video. Because Psychopomp video did very well. And I just wanted to do something else like that, like using gameplay. It was a little different, but like all the gameplay sections, like using that as like part of the narrative I'm trying to build. throughout the video, I think is huge. Oh, he's got that. I do want to watch the Arcane video, but I feel like I'm missing a lot if I haven't seen the show yet. Well, here's your problem. You got to see the show. Unless you don't have Netflix, then, you know. I don't really support sailing the seven seas, as they say. And if you need to, like, or, I don't know. Not that I don't support it. I don't think it's my place to really say, like, you know, whether or not I approve of you doing that. Because, like, I don't know anyone's situation. And, like, everyone does deserve to experience art. And in a perfect world, it's like, yeah, every artist should be paid for their work. But, like, in another perfect world, it's like, every person should be able to experience art. I think that's important. I think that breeds other creatives. That's why I love YouTube so much, because, like, if you have a phone or computer or a TV or whatever, like, it's free in that sense. Like, you don't have to pay to watch my videos or Maphead's videos or anything like that. You don't have to pay for that. So, you know, I love the platform, but it's, I mean, obviously it has its problems, but I don't know where I'm going with this. So if you do have Netflix, Helly, I would highly recommend it. It is my favorite show of the decade. My video is titled The Best Show of the Decade. Obviously, it's all subjective, but what a okay. It's all subjective, obviously, but it's like, what? It's just so good. It's all I can really say. It's just amazing. It was better than I said it was better than Attack on Titan Season 4. But that was before Season 4 had finished. I don't know if I would still say it's better than, like, the end of Attack on Titan. Which, you know, some OG fans may remember me working on a Attack on Titan ending video, which was supposed to be like a 5-hour video, and I just haven't worked on it. Not that I've scrapped it necessarily. Like, I do want to make it someday, but I'm just focused on, like, video games and stuff. And I already made a video kind of covering most of my thoughts on the ending. Actually, I made 2 videos. I made one on Aaron's free will, and then one on the actual ending itself. Not that I'm going to spoil the ending for you right now, but in case you haven't seen it. But I was going to include those both in the 5-hour video. They were kind of like sneak peeks in a way. But it's like I said, most of what I had to say in 11 minutes. And I still have other things to say. I reacted to like 5 videos. They're still on my hard drive. I just haven't done anything with them. I still want to do that. It's just I just kind of focus on other things at the current moment. Yeah, watch Arcane if you can. If you have the means to do so. But definitely don't watch my video on, like, it spoils the entire show. And it's definitely a show that is worth going into without spoilers. So definitely do not watch that video. Definitely not. Yeah, like I said, I'd be curious to hear, like I said, everyone's favorite video of mine. Yeah, I'd be, just like I said, just being able to make more videos that people like. And it's kind of hard too, because like, I can keep talking about like similar games, which I'm kind of doing. So my next video I'm going to release is on Alice in Dreams, which is an analog horror. It's like a 4-minute video. It's probably the best analog horror I've ever seen, though. Why do you forfeit? Like, it's a phenomenal video. But then the video I want to make after that is on Imaginary Friend Asylum, which they played on GT Live. But it's like I'm not repeating myself, but it's like it's a very similar topic of like mental institutions and things like that. And obviously I already talked about it in my Hazy Mind video and mentioned it in my Psychopomp video. And like I do plan to like differentiate it, but it's like I just don't want to start repeating myself if I talk about too much of the same thing, if that makes sense. Why is everyone forfeiting? I was making one shot. Alright. I just don't want to get repetitive is what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand that would, like, probably make me money. Money! As Mr. Krabs would say. But, like, obviously it's not really what I'm in it for. And I want to create... Like, I'm sure everyone would watch it, but, like, what are they really gonna get out of it? You know? Like, when you watch an Oscar TV video, I want you to get something out of it. Big or small, whether that be watching a certain anime that I really liked, like trying to convince you to do that, or like changing your entire perspective on reality, or getting you to better understand psychosis and mental illness. Like, that's what I wanted people to take away from it and get something productive out of it. Not that I think... I mean, I consider my videos art. My definition of art is extremely broad anyway. Which I do plan making a video on it, probably entitled Art or Anime Doesn't Exist. Probably Anime Doesn't Exist because it's more specific to my channel. But it's such a broad definition for me. Like, it encompasses... I mean, I'll sneak peek to that video I plan on making. It goes... It's like, you have the natural world. And, like, our measurements of that is, like, science, right? But then our perceptions of the natural world, that is art. Like, I could look at my very messy desk that you're never going to see and say, oh, this is art. I find this to be, like, beautiful or profound in whatever way. It's all very subjective, and it's so subjective that it's like everything can be art. Everything can be beautiful to someone. And it's like the act of perceiving the world that becomes what art is. Now, if I release this video, you still have to watch it, though. Can't be taking everything I say here. You gotta watch the video. But that's just what I view art as. So I view my videos as art. Very much so. And I don't think art has to have... Like, you don't have to get anything away from art. Like I make movies, right? And, like, at the end of the day, it's like... I think movies should just be to entertain people. But it's like whether or not... Like, me personally, I get entertainment from, like... You know, maybe emotionally or intellectually touching movies. Movies that make me think, movies that make me feel. That's just personally what I get entertainment from. But, like, a movie like The Room can be just as entertaining as any of those videos and, like, or movies. And that's, like, the main purpose. So it's all about what you personally find interesting and entertaining about movies. But I think at the end of the day, art is made for entertainment. But, like, that being said, I want my art to have something that you could take away from it. Even if I don't believe art has to be like that. It's like, that's just what I want for my videos. And for anything else that I make, anything original, like original projects and stuff, I fell for that completely. Now let him score that. I just feel like having that for my videos, you know? So, which I think is a good perspective. I would truly hope so. But that's my thought process on it. I'd be interested to hear what everyone else's thought process on art would be. And I have no boost. Not that it matters. This is probably like ranked gold. Also, any indie games anyone wants me to play, I would definitely appreciate recommendations on that, because I'm always looking for more like indie games. It doesn't be indie horror games. It doesn't even have to be indie games. It could just be like games to play. I would love some recommendations on that. Especially if you like seen my Hazy Mind video and like that's the kind of game I like anything that's like kind of like that would be greatly appreciated. And just to help with that, my favorite games, I made a video on it, but it was my 1,000 subscriber special, so it was a while ago. Are Nier Automata by far. Amori, Doki Literature Club, Halo 3, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Is that going to go in? It's not going in. So those are my favorite games. So if you have any recommendations based off that, based on the videos you've seen, I would greatly appreciate that. I might make a another community post asking about like games that people would want me to play. Because I just always looking for new games, and it's hard for me to like find games on Steam. Like I can go like horror games or things like that, but it's like one, I'm into more than just horror games, and two, it's like I try to find games that are free. Not because I don't have a lot of money, I don't, but just because like it's the most accessible thing for everybody. Like you can't turn down a free game. Like if you have like a PC or like the means to play a game, it's like okay. Like, everyone can play this. That'd be a really cool video. My thoughts on art changed a lot over the years from if I don't understand it to literally anything is there stuff that makes me think. Yeah, no, it's... I definitely agree with you. Not that you have to, like... You know, having an appreciation for art isn't really about liking it necessarily. It's like... You know, whatever just having an appreciate, like, I guess understanding that art can be anything is appreciating art. Like, I know someone, well, I'm just gonna say, I have a cousin who infamously have had many a discussion about what art is. And, you know, she'd always say, like, oh, this isn't art. And I forgot her exact arguments, but it was like the Transformer movies, she would never count as art, you know? And, like, I mean, I love the Transformers movies, so I'm never gonna diss on them. But, like, oh, I get it, Elon. They're certainly are whatever you think about them, you know? At least in my perspective. Anyone's free to have a different perspective on it, but that's just what I think. So I've been waiting for a while. I'm gonna go to free play. Because then I can play on Salty Shores. Alright, we were in free play. Because now I have infinite boost. Yeah. Kind of just feel like driving around, getting used to my car. That's my opinion on art. Like I said, maybe I'll expedite that video. Now I kind of want to make it, you know? I heard a sound. And I don't know what that means. Then I gain a new subscriber. Is that what that means? Did one of you give me money? Actually, I don't know if I have that enabled. I probably do. It's probably automatically enabled, but like, I think that's what like they do on Twitch. Is like if you gift a sub or whatever, which I don't really know how that works. Like, I don't watch streamers like ever. I support friends that were like not really doing anymore, but like that streamed on Twitch. But like me personally, like I don't know. I just never got into stream. Like I like streaming, but I don't like watching streams. So I have no idea what that sound was. Let me check if I have a new subscriber. I think I might be what it was. Well, I have 2 new subscribers, so maybe that was why. I always say I want to stream more, but like I never do. It's like once every like 3 months I stream. But like if I like release like a I guess like a big video, it's nice to like stream that or stream after that. Just like this one, just saying hi to like all the new subscribers and stuff. Like I want this community that I'm building to be like a very open and welcoming community, very inclusive in that way. So I think it's important for people to like have those spaces, even if it's like on the internet. Like in a perfect world, like they'd have like the spaces in real life. Because I don't think the internet can, like, really replace what, you know, what real life spaces can bring you. But at the same time, I realize that, like, not everyone has those spaces that they can, like, be themselves or talk about stuff, or just, like, a space where they feel included. So it's nice to build a community that's like that. I do think I've done a good job in that. Like, on my Psychopomp video and my Hellblade video, like, making video, like, people felt open to share their own stories, and that was really important to me, you know. Whether it be like, I mean, for Psychopomp especially, specifically, it was like experience with psychosis and things like that, because the game's largely about, you know, but you would assume is schizophrenia, but it could be any psychotic disorder. Hazy Mind is a little more direct about that. They specifically say schizophrenia many times in the game. But people were sharing their stories. And not even just their stories, the stories of, like, of their loved ones. Friends, family, significant others, things like that. They felt comfortable enough to share those things. And that was really important to me. Like, obviously, it made me feel good. I you know, because I want to build this community, but it was like, I was also weirdly, I guess, proud of everyone who shared their story, because, like, people often just can't do that. Like, I don't think, not that every story has to be about mental health. When it comes to mental health specifically, it's like, it's not really seen. It's seen in a serious light, but it's like, it's not always acknowledged as it should be. Especially, like, the more, like, misunderstood illnesses like schizophrenia, which I very much talk about in the channel. It's not something people really talk about. It's 4:55, 4:54, and some guy just drove on a residence park lot. I'm extremely confused as to why. You know? I couldn't tell you. Maybe they're, getting McDonald's. If there's a McDonald's nearby. Maybe there's not. Maybe there is. I have a McDonald's near my house that's open 24 hours. Also, Burger King, maybe they're, like, getting in line for Burger King breakfast, because, one, it's a very good breakfast. Two, at least my Burger King opens at 6 a.m. So maybe they're playing the long game and, you know, getting ready to get in line for that. You never know. You never know. But yeah, as I was saying, it's like, I don't know, I was just kind of oddly, that's my position to be proud, but I was just oddly proud of everyone sharing their stories. You know? And it's made me happy that, like, people felt comfortable enough to do that. I mean, food is either a 1 kilometer walk away with everything closed, 30-minute drive. It's a mystery. You know, it is the great mystery of life as to why at 4:54 someone drove out of your residence parking lot That's the great mystery of life, you know? When I'm on my deathbed, that is what I'll be thinking about. Is why. This great mystery. Yeah, places really aren't open 24 hours anymore anyway, like, aside from McDonald's. I mean, the Denny's by my house, apparently, closed by the airport, apparently closed. And I'm very sad about it, but, because I actually like Denny's quite a lot. Especially their vegetarian burger is really good. But, like, no place is open 24 hours anymore, and it's really sad. Like, I get why, obviously. But it's like, what if I'm hungry? Even 7-Eleven doesn't do, pizza. Like, cook the pizza there past, like, a certain time. I'm like, you're 7-Eleven. You're a convenience store, you know? Make me my pizza. Obviously, the employees have no control over that, so I'm not going to say that to them, but I just want my pizza, you know? And I do wish that, like, I kind of wish I lived in Japan for two reasons. One, I love vending machines very much. They're a comfort to me, and I love them. If I could become a vending machine, I probably would. But two, their 7-Elevens are phenomenal. I don't have much experience with stores that are open 24/7. Really? I mean, I know, like, obviously, I don't know. I live in the U.S., so it's, like, kind of a common thing. I don't know where you live. But that was a nice shot. After, the pandemic, no one really was open 24 hours. Like, even half the time... Even half the time with, like... What was I saying? Oh, there's no stores open 24 hours. It threw me for a loop when I moved for uni, and there was no 24-hour stores anywhere. Maybe my 2 a.m. fits of wine to go outwards. Yeah. Although I would think that, like, I mean, maybe it's not a college town. Obviously, I wouldn't know. But I'd think there'd be, like, some, at least, you know. Unless there was, like, one, it's a college town with, there's, like, nothing in the town, or, like, it's just part of a city. But I would assume if it was part of a city, there'd be 24-hour stores. So I don't know. That's another great mystery, why there's no 24-hour stores. That's really all we want, you know. My psychosis could be cured with a nice 24-hour store. Or a Japanese 7-Eleven. That's all I want is a Japanese 7-Eleven. And it will cure my illness. At least I hope so. I actually thought that the other day I was really hungry. I'm going to save this. No. I was really hungry. And I ate a Dorito. And it sent me into a manic episode. Like, I felt fantastic. And I half thought, not fully, but I half thought that this Dorito literally cured my psychosis. And that was an interesting time. It didn't last very long. This episode, like, I have rapid cycling manic episodes. where it's like kind of like the stereotype where you just like switch on a dime, you can switch back. Like that's actually me. But nope, they all close at 9 or 10 p.m. I hate it. That is 9 or 10, not even midnight. Come on. Whenever I go on a late walk like that, or early depending on how you see it, I always walk by a coffee shop. It's open to 10. It closes at... Oh, guys, that military time. Ah! I look at the window and hear the music playing. Of course, it's actually good that people don't work as much, but it don't get what I want. I agree, like... You know, I hear from a lot of people, it's like, oh, no one wants to work. But it's like... I don't think no one wants to work. I think people want to chase their passions. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., okay. But like, I think people just want to chase their passions, you know? Like... And I think we're actually getting to that point with, like... I mean, AI is doing a lot of art jobs, which is terrible, but it's, like, even, like... I don't know, self-register checkouts. Like, they're bad in that they're taking away jobs from people that, like, may desperately need them. So I don't usually use them, but at the same time, it's like, if we create a world where our basic needs, even like advanced needs, are solved through computers or like technology or like robots or whatever like that, AI, whatever, then it's like we have, as a society, we have room to... you know, chase our passions, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we have room to be, like, more creative, more artistic. And stuff like that. So, I do think it's a good thing, but also kind of a bad thing in the immediate sense. But yeah, I just want my 24-hour stores. That's all I want. Make it self-checkout. I don't care. I don't care if it's not clean. Because they usually have in big stores, usually have a night crew. I worked at a Target and like they never closed. Like obviously the store closed, but like there was always people in the store doing like stocking or cleaning or anything like that. Like they even had like nighttime managers. So like, there's always people there. Just let me in there. Let me get my lo mein noodles. Oh, now I want lo mein noodles. I might get some. But let me get my lo mein noodles, you know? That's all I want. I want my lo mein. At 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever it may be. Let me get them. That's all I want. That's all I truly desire. Like I said, it's going to cure my psychosis, so... let's get on that right away. I also could do a vote, because like, I really want lo mein now. But it is also 8:05 in the morning. 8:06 in the morning now. So I don't know if that's a good idea to go to the store and get lo mein. So what do you all think? Should I go get lo mein noodles? Is that a good idea? You tell me. think I might do it anyway, to be honest. I'm kind of hungry. And I'm out of food. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. What do you mean, buffalo? Are you calling me out? What's wrong with Buffalo? Buffalo's a good city. If you're talking about the city, you might be talking about the animal, but I don't see why you'd talk about the animal. I feel normal when I buy all the ingredients for something I decided to make 0.3 seconds ago at 4 in the morning. You know, there's a very, there's just like, do you know Call of the Night? I know there's been an anime about it. I never watched the anime because I don't have High Dive. But I did read the manga for a little bit. And it's like going out at like 4 in the morning. Or cooking. Going out in your kitchen even. Is like something like so relaxing about it. And I think the meta-narrative like Call of the Night is like he doesn't want to live in like a normal society. But like even like the actual text of the work is like the calmness of night. It's something so surreal about it. So, you know, kind of liminal in a way. I just realized sentence makes sense. I don't think it does. Please explain it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hold on, I'm about to clip on him. Ooh. Like, I don't know if you're talking about the buffalo, the animal, or the city. That's what I'm wondering about. So both are pretty delightful. Oh, we have 6 viewers. Hello, everyone. How we doing? I'm gonna save this. We doing good? We doing fine? I surely hope so. For everyone just tuning in, we're just kind of doing free play, talking it up. Talked about quite a lot of the things. We're currently focused on buffaloes right now. I feel like time is a move-in night. Maybe because I can't see the sun moving or turn the sky different colors, so I just think I'm in limbo and it helps. Yeah, you know, I think that's a good observation, actually. Like, yeah, I think it's a good observation. Like, I would definitely... I mean, once you, like... Once you stay up till 8 in the morning, then it's like, okay. Like, once the sun comes up, it's like that feeling, like that liminal feeling, or that feeling of limbo kind of goes away. And that kind of sucks. Well, Buffalo from Buffalo City intimidate... Maybe it's another Buffalo from Buffalo. So we're talking about both the city and the animal. Buffalo can mean intimidate. Really? Since when? I didn't know that. Have you ever been to Buffalo? We have the best pizza. I'll say that right here, right now. Buffalo. Maybe that's hometown pride. But Buffalo has the best pizza. Not New York City. Not even Italy. And I'm Italian. I have Italian pride as well. You should taste my vegetarian spaghetti. It's phenomenal. But if I do say so myself, and everyone else says it. But we have the best pizza. I went to Southeast Ontario, which is close to Buffalo. It is close to Buffalo. I mean, I went to Niagara University. Like, Niagara Falls is in our backyard. Like, that's where I went to school. And I didn't grow up in Canada, obviously, but, like, I had... many a time in Canada. I used to go, like... literally just all the time. My dad would take us to not to Buffalo, to Canada, like Toronto. Forgot the name of the restaurant, but it's like starts with an M. It's in Toronto. Other places like that. I've not been to the U.S., but the pizza discourse scares me. Yeah, it's intense. Hold up. I can't read what that says. My Italian Nana has the best pizza. You know what? I won't deny that. I haven't had it, but I'm also not going to say you're wrong. I take back my statement. Actually, I've made pizza before. I've always wanted to, like, make pizza again. I made, like, a broccoli pizza. It didn't... It turned out okay. It's like baking bread intimidates me. So I don't really make pizza. But, like, you know, my local grocery store, they have pre-made pizza dough. Like, good kind. That you would bake. But... I also want to get a pizza oven. I think that'd be fun. I do have both Italian and Sicilian roots on my dad's side. I'm 25% Italian, so it's in my blood to make pizza. So maybe I have to do it. And I do wonder what the pizza discourse is like outside of the U.S. Like, I mean, I've been outside of the U.S., like, I traveled abroad in England, you know, that was fun. And during that trip, we went to Amsterdam for a weekend. Obviously, I've been to Canada, too. So, like, but they didn't really talk about pizza. Honestly, like, the English pizza was like, it was so floppy. It was unbelievably floppy. I can't even describe how floppy it was. Like, I think they just put too many toppings on it. Like, they got overzealous with the toppings. I think that was the problem. Like, all the moisture and water and everything was like gonna make it floppy, but like it just, you couldn't even hold the thing. Like every pizzeria, I went to a Pizza Hut and I felt like at home. I'm like, finally, good pizza. Like the pizza had good flavor in England, but like it just sorry, I briefly read a comment. I don't know, it was just super floppy. The texture was not spot on. Taste was good, but that was about it. The square pizza made with my high school classmates somehow holds a special place in my heart, I guess, because it was the one time we got along. That's good. Sorry you didn't get along with your high school classmates. But at least you made a pizza, you know? And it's those little moments that kind of connect everyone. I think cooking is a very connecting, bonding experience. So it's really good that you had that, you know? So I want to mention is that calzone, the original pizza pock, is one of the greatest things ever. Yes, they are. I love a good calzone. And one of the things that I miss being a vegetarian is eating like a proper pepperoni calzone. Now I do, or a buffalo chicken calzone, because we do a lot of buffalo chicken here. You know, one thing I've always wondered is like, what's the difference between a calzone and a stromboli? That's what I want to know. That's the big mystery of life. It's like, what's the innate difference between a calzone and a stromboli? You know, I'm gonna look it up. Difference. And a stromboli. I think stromboli has meat in it. Calzones and strombolis are both Italian oven-baked dishes made with pizza dough, sauce, cheese, and meat. But they have some key differences. Calzones originated in Naples, Italy, while strombolis originated in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What? Stromboli is a turnover more cheese-based, overly crusty and oily square pizza. Be good at times. It can be good at times. Calzones made with ricotta, often alongside mozzarella and/or parmesan, while stromboli are typically only made with mozzarella. Huh. I only heard of them recently, like the stromboli or the calzone. Like, definitely, for me at least, like, a calzone's definitely, like, a favorite childhood meal. Although calzones were Puglies. What is that? I thought calzone were... Oh, God. These Italian words. I'm not that Italian. Stromboli. Yeah, I grew up with both terms. I just never understood what, like, the difference between those terms was as a kid. But now I know. From the internet, from you. You've taught me well, Sensei. Thought they were from Apulia. I don't know what that is. I didn't even know strombolis were a thing until now. I've never seen them made anywhere. Well, now you know. If there's one thing you take away from this channel, from this stream, from the life that I live, is that now you know what a stromboli is. It looks really good, though. I mean, yeah, it's... Yeah, it is good. Especially the pepperoni ones. I'm assuming it's like a U.S. thing, then. I didn't know they were made in Pennsylvania. That's oddly strange to me. Like, why? My uncle made them once. How much my dad had made, because I get my Italian style from my father. I wish he had made, like, calzones or strombolis. I think that'd be good. Their side's not really, like, cooks. Like, I didn't know my grandfather at all, but I didn't really know, like, my grandfather was 100% Italian. I didn't know him in the slightest. But, like, I knew my grandma as a kid. I mean, she's no longer alive, but I never knew her to cook anything. And she was 100% French. And that's, like, if you've seen Food Wars, that's, like, you know, French culinary stuff is, like, considered the height of the food world. Which I think we're kind of getting over that mindset in most places. Even, like, in fine dining, like, it doesn't always have to be French technique or French-inspired or anything like that. Like, I think we're getting much more into, like, Asian cooking. Is like, blowing up. Especially with, like, the Thai government promoting their, like, Thai food. I think I watched a Food Theory on that. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the channel I saw it on, was Food Theory. Great channel, by the way. But, like, yeah, it was definitely Food Theory. They're, like, promoting their own food, like, the U.S. and stuff. I might get a calzone. I know where to get them right now. I was gonna get lo mein. Now I might get a cheese calzone. Just throw it in the oven. They keep making fun of the small French portions, but I don't know if that actually happens in real life. I think it's like a fine dining thing in general. Is like the small portions, which, like, I do understand just because of, like, how expensive the ingredients are. I do think it makes sense why they do such small portions and why even those small portions are expensive. Pastries are the best part of French cuisine. I do love a good baguette. Is that a pastry? That's not a pastry, is it? Pastry's a dessert, right? That's just a bakery item. I love a good chocolate, like a real chocolate croissant, not a, what are they called? Chocolate au pain. Like, it's not a croissant. But if anyone's ever been to Pret a Manger, I definitely butchered that pronunciation, but if you've ever been to Pret, they have the best chocolate croissant. By far. That I've ever had. Honestly, all the food at Pret was, like, literally life-changing. And that was before I was vegetarian. And my pre-vegetarian mindset was, like, if the meal didn't have meat in it, it wasn't a meal. Which I feel like is a lot of, like, especially Americans think like that. But, Pret kind of changed that outlook for me because, like, they had such a good vegetarian sandwich. That was like, okay, it doesn't have to have meat. It can still be a meal without meat. And now look at me now. I haven't eaten meat in, like, 3 years. Panzerotto would probably be better in the morning than a calzone. But calzone. I don't know what a Panzerotto is, but it sounds like my last name. Has the first 6 letters of my last name. So maybe it'll be good. Of course, my local store does not have those, I'm assuming. But they do have calzones. So I'll probably get one of those. I don't know. It's always broccoli and, like, cheese stuff, like vegetarian options for, like, calzones and strombolis and stuff. Which like, I like broccoli, but like I don't like it that much. You know. But I'll take your words into consideration. Maybe I'll go to like an Italian bakery. I'll just find one. That could be good. I know there's in Buffalo there's like a famous, not famous I wouldn't say, but like it's like a big bakery in Buffalo, and when I lived senior year of college, I lived next to one of the sons of the guy who owned it, and he hit my car. And I thought they would give me like free stuff for life. They did not. I was very depressed about that. It was a Firebird too. I have a Firebird. Like they hit my Firebird, and I was not happy about it. I mean, I didn't really care that much. And he left a note and everything. I thought it was very nice. What is a Panzeroto? If that's how you pronounce that. In fact, it's another thing to look up. Which resembles a smoked calzone. Oh. That reminds me of an empanada. No, maybe it is an empanada. They kind of look like those. You know his best turnovers? Arby's chocolate turnovers. I don't know if they still have them. Those are really good. It's basically a calzone with smaller and slightly different fillings. Yeah, it's basically what I deduced. How many, like, calzone adjacent things are there is my question. The broke option of a calzone. I made these loud without realizing. Panzeroto is more like a pizza margarita when it comes to fillings. That sounds pretty good. And probably vegetarian. Because pizza margarita is like... Isn't it like fresh mozzarella, tomatoes, some olive oil? Isn't that what pizza margarita is? If I'm not mistaken. Well, I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. But I'm having fun. Last few times I streamed, no one really talked, so I was a little sad about that. But now I'm learning new things. All of you are learning new things about Strombolis. It's very exciting stuff. I've grown to like simple pizzas after growing up with the kind where they put everything on them. You probably like New York pizza, because usually it's just the cheese topping. But like, I feel like that was my problem with English pizza. Was like they put everything on the pizza. And like a good pizza are like you have to have the right texture with the bread, right? That's like the biggest thing about pizza is like the texture of the dough, the bread, whatever. But like taste wise, like the cheese should be good, obviously. But to me, it's like it's the tomato sauce that's like the delicate flavors of that shouldn't be like overshadowed by like a million different toppings, you know. That's why margarita pizzas are so good, and like it has basil on them too, I believe. Which basil complements. I put that in my spaghetti sauce. Complements tomatoes so well. But like, yeah, what you're saying about like the simple pizza thing, it's like, yeah, I agree with that. You should let the tomatoes speak for themselves. Also, you used to pick out every topping individually and then eat the bread separately. Were you the kind of person who took the cheese off? Was that you? I never understood that. Like taking the cheese toppings I can kind of get, but like the cheese, like people taking that off, I'm like I know people that still do that, and I will never understand that. The names of different variants of pizza don't really matter, because in a few seconds they'll be gone if I'm near them. Are you just gonna inhale them like a vacuum cleaner? Because that'd be funny. No, I like the cheese. I took the mushrooms off. Yeah, that makes sense. I usually go with that's my topping of choice now. Because I can't pepperoni is like mushrooms. So I like mushrooms. Kirby. You just you eat the whole pizza. You just like get a little pizza hat, like it's Smash. And Kirby like sucks up all the characters. Calzone transformation. To absorb the power of the pizza too when you inhale it. I mean, pizza power is. I don't really know what they would be, but that sounds kind of fun. Like pizza power is something that I would want. You get Peppino's power from Pizza Tower. What is this? What is this power? I watched the game theory on Pizza Tower. I never played the game myself. I know like the lore and stuff, but what is this power? Hold up. I don't know what that says. Pizza. That's funny. Anger anxiety, just like me for real. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Not that I'm a very angry person, but the anxiety thing, definitely. I've decided I'm definitely getting a calzone. No one can stop me. None of you know where I live. None of you can stop me. Except my mom is still in the, watching the stream. I guess she could stop me. One of the nicest feelings ever is entering a stream when the convo is about pizza. What else would it be about? You know? It should always be about pizza. Calzones are good as fuck. Yes, they are. Here's the question, though. Are they better than pizza? That's the question we have to ask. Are we team calzone or are we team pizza here? Because, like, I don't even know what I would pick for that, honestly. Like, I don't really eat calzones much anymore from the whole vegetarian thing, but, like, they're still really good. I like them a bit more, yeah. Personally prefer them. So I have a lot of calzone fans in the chat. Alright. I'm probably on your side, too. I'm probably team calzone. If I'm gonna be honest. They're less successful, which is so insane. I feel like I've had calzones left off, and so every time I have them, they feel more special. They are special. Except the calzones at Niagara University, I'm going to call them out right now. They're terrible. They just taste like raw dough. Yeah, I don't know if my local pizza place has the, has calzones. I mean, I have a ton of pizza places. Buffalo has like 50 in, like, just my suburb alone. But, like, I wonder if they have calzones. I don't know if it's already been asked, but usually what do you get in yours? Usually for me, it's just cheese and mushrooms. You know, when it comes to pizza, I said this a little bit earlier. Cheese and mushroom is the choice for me. When it comes to calzones, it's like really the only options that, like, it seems like is broccoli and cheese. I don't really understand why. Because Papa John's hasn't found them yet. Didn't they have a like a calzone like thing, like a folded pizza? I mean, it's not a calzone, but like a folded pizza. Broccoli, yeah, it was broccoli. Like, if I go to the store right now, the only calzone I'm going to get, and I'm gonna get it anyway, is gonna be broccoli, probably at least. I haven't looked at that section in a while, but, like, they're freshly made and everything. Like, they're still good, but, like, it's usually broccoli. It's a very sad world I live in. In a perfect world, I would do pepperoni, but, you know, the whole vegetarian thing. Broccoli pizza is good. It's like you're eating something healthy with cheese all over it. That's a good way of thinking about it. I know when I made pizza myself, the only time I've ever made it homemade, I did broccoli topping. It was pretty good. I think the better is like a using broccolini instead for one, like the little baby broccoli. So it crisps up better, has less surface area. And, like, just smothering it in olive oil, throwing it in the oven for a little bit by itself, crisping it up real nice. Basically shallow frying it, honestly. And then putting it on, like, the pizza, making it nice and crispy. I think that would be good. Or in a calzone. It'd be a little harder in a calzone because I think calzones probably have to cook longer, if I'm assuming correctly. What inside out type of thing is this? I couldn't tell you. Broccoli is just what we have. From what I think we were talking about bell peppers when you said pepperoni, I wondered why not. Then realized, you know, I kind of don't like. I like raw bell peppers, but I don't like them in anything else cooked. Like anything. Like I like eating them raw, but that's literally it. Like if you cook a bell pepper, it's game over for me. Like the local I mean, it's Asian in general. It's like Thai, Burmese, Indian, Japanese, maybe a little Chinese in there. Like they do like everything basically. But my local Asian food restaurant does a thing I get a lot, but it has red bell peppers cooked, and that's okay. Calzones take like 40 to 50 minutes. Actually, I don't even remember. How long does a home oven pizza take? Because I know, like, well, no. It takes like 30 minutes in even in like one of the industrial ovens at a pizzeria. See, pizza should preferably be like a small pizza would be like 7 minutes in like 700-degree temperatures. That's just not really how it works in most commercial places, or obviously at home. I do want to get a pizza oven though. Yeah, the calzone thing checks out. You can always blowtorch. You know what? I'm glad you say not recommended, because I would also not recommend that at all. I mean, you know what blowtorching is good for? Creme brulee and fire roasted peppers. Hello, how are we doing today? We're talking about pizza. Hope you're intrigued. Well, calzones, strombolis, pizza, panzerotis, whatever it was called. We're learning a lot today. It's a good learning session for all of us, I think. But how are we doing? We doing good? Just cook food at 8,000 Celsius for 1 minute or less. You know, people always tell me it's like that they could just cook food at higher temperatures and they'll have to cook it as long, like one of those boxed pizza you can buy. And I'm like, that's just not how cooking works. Panzerotis, those are so good. How does everyone know what these are? How have I never heard of these? I like I said, I'm pretty Italian. I've never heard of this. I love Giorgiani pizza. Is so good. It has a limit. Yeah, it does have a limit. I'm Italian. But I'm Italian. And I don't know what that is. I gotta talk to my father. After this stream, I'm calling him. I don't care if he's sleeping. And I'm gonna talk to him. Grandparents, yeah. So that, like I was saying, I don't like... I don't have any grandparents left anymore, but like... Oh, no, like, I live in Italy. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. I did not know that's what you meant. Well, then you're, like, the professional in the chat right now. How is Italy? I've never been to Italy. I always wanted to visit. Is it like, you think I should visit Italy? Like on a trip or something? That's a good place to visit. I understand some Italian. You know, I wish I did too. I tried learning French. It just did not work out well. Not well at all. It's fine. In my opinion, it's an amazing place to visit, but not as good to live in. Huh. I kind of feel the same about, like, the U.S. in general. Like some places are nice to visit, but, like, it's not always the best to live in. I speak the language and I keep on messing up my sentence structures in English. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I am surprised how much of like the viewers of my channel do not live in the U.S. I see that as a good thing. Not that I hate the U.S., but I like to have some good diversity in on the channel. So different perspectives and all that, you know. Like at the end of the day, like everyone's human, obviously, but it's like people from different countries, different cultures have different unique perspectives. So it's like, well, we can all like bond over our shared human nature. We can also bond over, you know, cultural differences. So that's cool. There's a say we have beautiful country. Too bad there's people in it. Where do you live? That's a saying. You don't have to tell me, but that's quite the saying. Oh. Let me grab some water. I'm not leaving the room. I just gotta take a sip. Oh, that is refreshing and kind of disgusting at the same time. If anyone ever goes to Niagara Falls, one of the great wonders of this world, don't drink the tap water. It's disgusting. Like I said, I went to school there, and I refused. I drink a lot of tap water, which I probably shouldn't. Unfiltered. And I refused to drink the water in my own house when I lived there. Hydration is important. Yes, it is. The problem are only some people. Like, I don't want to bring the convo there, but oh man, politics or something. I'm pretty sure that's bad almost everywhere. Yeah, it is. Like, every country has its own, like, political problems, but, like, there's a shared, sense of politics aren't always great. It's a shared thing within all countries, I think. Water in my house is filtered, so W. I'm from Western Canada. I've never been there. And died in Ontario due to the lack of water. Huh. Do they not have... Is this a lack? Hold up. There's a little heart thing blocking some of the like the newest chat messages. Let me see that. I can like scroll up. Oh yeah, lack of water. Do they not have good water there either? I'm assuming it's like the same. I mean, because Buffalo like city water is so different than Niagara Falls water. Like it's not great, but like, especially if it's sitting out in a water bottle for a little bit. But Niagara Falls water on the U.S. side is just a whole different beast. How different is pizza from Italy? Oh. Yeah, I'd like to go to my roots and try some Italian pizza. That'd be interesting. What it is in Ontario is what I expected from the USA. Yeah. That makes sense. You'd expect the US not to really have the best water. Really the best anything. I mean, the U.S. is fine. It's, you know, we got a lot going on right now, to say the least. What should I do? Musty Flick? I can't do a Musty Flick. The best guns. Yeah, well. I like the emoji. We have we do have a problem with that. As I'm sure every other country knows, we gotta do something about that problem too. I'm definitely in agreement with that. I'm not exactly the most patriotic person. I mean, I do. I mean, when it comes to the U.S., it's like, I love the concept behind it. But, like, it's just so many different problems with it, which there is in every country, like we kind of talked about. But the U.S. obviously has its own unique problems, too. So I almost forgot the answer. I think it's different because there are more places that do it as a family tradition. There are high expectations for pizza here. Yeah, I would assume there'd be a higher expectation for the pizza. I know a lot of the pizzerias, I don't know if it's like this in other parts of the U.S. specifically, or even Canada or whatever, but they're, they do have a lot of, like, outside of the chains, obviously, like the local stuff in Buffalo. We do have, like, a lot of, like, family traditions, too, I think. Probably not as much as Italy. Like, they probably have, like, generations upon generations of, like, you know, different family members, like, running pizzerias and stuff like that. But, like, when it comes to, like, Buffalo, it's, like, you know, your grandparents own the pizzeria, or your, like, parents own the pizzeria, and now it's, like, passed down to you. So we have a little bit of that, but obviously it's not going to be as much. Like, I'm sure there's pizzerias in Italy where it's like I said, it's like, you know, probably like 5 generations down the line. The U.S. is a concept album confirmed. Yeah, pretty much. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. The U.S. to me is like a game made by spiteful devs with a good idea, but the development had so many problems that the final At the final prize like a Bethesda game. Hatchet, yeah, it's I don't know. It's just so many different problems. I think like the two-party system is just absolutely horrible. And I kind of hate both parties. I mean, I'm more like I'm definitely more liberal skewing, but I also hate the Democratic Party with the passion. So not with that much of a passion. I hate both parties. Cyberpunk 2077 feels a country. Damn, this is the roast the U.S. stream right now. Like I said, it has good foundations, and I love what it could be. It's just not that right now, you know? And yes, we do have a severe gun problem. You know, I was actually thinking about running for some kind of office when I'm old enough. I told a regular at work, I'm like, would you vote for me for president? And he said no, sadly. But I have thought about it. Pizza Talk, the best U.S. pipeline. Yeah, that's a common pipeline, I think. That is a common pipeline. Which I'm all for bashing my own country. It's something I do enjoy doing from time to time. Or all the time, really. Because I don't think we should settle, because things have obviously progressed in good ways a lot, but like we shouldn't settle for even the system we have in place now, because it's just not perfect. And you should never settle for a system that isn't perfect, because there's always something you can change about it, you know? And like everyone's like, oh, if you don't like the country, leave. And it's like, no. For one, I can't afford to leave even if I wanted to. But even if I wanted to leave, it's like I want to help fix the country that I was born in, you know? Not that everyone should have to do that. Like, if you want to leave, then definitely go for it. And like, it's not everyone's responsibility to fix their own home country, but like, I just want to do that, you know? That's why I'm running for president in 2055. 2054. If you showed a caveman nothing but clips of the U.S. presidential debates to define the place, they'd be horrified. If you showed them New York City or something, they'd be blown away. New York has public transport, from what I heard. It does. The presidential debates this time were... I saw clips on Twitter. It was absolutely insane. But... It was... I think I complained about it in a community post. I don't know if anyone saw it, but like... I hate both candidates. With a passion. But yeah, New York does have public transport. I've only been in New York City. I mean, I live in New York State. But like, I've only been in New York City 3 times, I believe. Each time it was nice. You know, it's a nice city, but not my favorite city. But it's nice. And I think I only rode the public transportation once. We mostly just walked around. But I did ride it once. That was a fun time. I like the Tube in England, like in London. That's fun. I lived in London. I didn't live there, but I studied abroad in London for 6 weeks to do theater, and that was a really fun time. We did A Midsummer Night's Dream. Because I was a theater minor in college. Sounds like a fun time. Yeah, we did, our first performance was, I can't remember the city. It was one of, like, the beachside cities, like the port cities and stuff. I think it's over the sea. We did our first performance there. And I remember we were only in England for 6 weeks. I think we did our shows in, like, the 4th or 5th week. So no one knew their lines. I skipped half my lines. And then our director said it was okay if you didn't know a line and were stuck, you could call out line and she would tell us. And my roommate, he called it out and I started laughing. And then he did it again. And then he did it a third time in, like, one scene. He called line 3 times. He was like, line? And he was a theater major, too. And I literally was on it was outside, too. I was on the floor in the grass, just absolutely crying. It was the funniest thing I've maybe ever seen. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, we did all outside shows. It was just a fun time. We saw a lot of, like, shows too. Like, we went to Stratford upon Avon. That's where I want to retire when I'm older. A lot of swans and geese and stuff. I love them. Maybe appreciate nature more too. A lot more. Yeah, it was a very fun time. I miss doing theater. I used to love doing theater, and I don't do it anymore. Like, if I had to choose, like, I would want to be... If I had a dream job, if I could do anything ever, I would want to be an actor. But, like, it's not really my calling, I guess you could say. Not that I think you should always listen to what you think your calling is, but... You know, it's... I think I was... It's going to sound a little pretentious, but I think I was gifted with abilities and talents. And those talents aren't I'm an okay actor, but, like, comedic actor anyway. Never tried a dramatic role, but, like... You know, I'm just not that good. I think I'm really good at other things, so I should probably do those other things, like writing or directing. That's more my specialty. It sounds really cool. Yeah, no, England is my favorite city I've ever been to. Second is Chicago. I just went there. England was awesome. I want to live there very badly. We saw like 25 different plays and like a few musicals. Stuff like that. So it was like three, 4 times a week we were seeing a different show. And it was just a really awesome experience. It made me very inspired to, 1, love nature, but 2, to like... Did I say England is my favorite city? No, did I really say that? I meant London. No. I apologize. I know England is not a city. Don't roast me in the comments. I know. I can't believe I actually said that. That's hilarious. It's my city. England is my city. New York is my favorite country. Thank you. I agree. But I think it, I can't believe I said that. What I love about London, I think this is probably true for like Italy or things like that. It's like it's such old cities that it's like not on a grid system. And like everything is like twisty and turny, you know? And like there's parks, like random bars, just like in between like alleyways and stuff like that. Like so many different parks. The US does not, they have national parks, but like nowhere near in a major city or like the biggest city in your country having so many different parks. It's beautiful there. Yekaterinburg, my favorite principality of San Marino. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's why, like I said, Italy's probably the same, I would assume. Like, they had to build on top of what's already there. Like, New York City's, you know, okay, but it's like, it's built basically from scratch in like a modern era, more or less. Like Buffalo's the same way. Like you said, it's just fun to get lost in. You can't really get lost in Buffalo. I mean, you can, obviously. I've done it many times. But like there's not that many like little discoveries you can make just walking around, you know. Not that I live in like the city itself. I live in the suburbs. I live in like the suburb closest to the city, but I don't live in the city itself. In theory, they invented the grid system with the Carto and document. I don't know. But it's still messy. Yeah, it's just not as fun, you know. Getting fun. I mean, getting lost is fun, yes. I just get lost driving on the thruway. That's not fun. I mean, it can be fun sometimes, but it's not nearly as fun as getting lost in Italy or England. Now I want to visit Italy. You know, I had the opportunity to visit France and Ireland. I didn't. Mostly France. My roommate went to France. I just didn't go. Like, my fear is, like, not being able to speak the language is, like, a big thing for me. I know it shouldn't, like, stop me from, like, visiting places I want to visit, but, like, it's just not, you know, it's fun. Getting lost in Afghanistan wasn't fun, yeah. I can imagine that. Going out into the countryside is pretty cool. People were pretty nice, too. See, everyone in the country here is, they're mostly, Trump supporters. Which I am not. Ew, France. That's my people. I'm 25% French. You're talking about my people like that. I don't have to take that. That shot was sick. Honestly, I'm not even paying attention. I'm kind of curious. I was not paying attention at all. I'm kind of curious what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm going to hit another one. I can't. You know, French people are my people. It's in my blood. Is there like Italian French beef? Because I know English people and French people don't really like each other. You know, I live like 3 hours from each other, and there's like a train that goes underground from London to Paris. But is there beef there? Is there beef I should know about? Because I'm literally, like, the majority of my blood is French and Italian. I'm 50% of both. And everything else is, like, very small percentages. So is there something I should know about here? Same thing applies to rural areas near me, but it's even weirder because they don't even live in the U.S. and are really affected by it. They're Trump supporters, you mean? Because that's odd. If that's what you're saying. Not that I inherently have anything wrong with, like, Trump supporters. I'm just not really. It's not my thing, you know. Yeah. Oh, so there is beef there. Okay. You know, if it's in your blood, I don't blame you. The French also invented foie gras, and I love geese, so you know what? Screw them. Thankfully, they're banning foie gras in a lot of places, especially in the U.S. It is a terrible, terrible practice. I'm joking, but I do have a personal boot with the languages I try to learn in school, and not fun at all. Yeah, I took French in high school for 3 years, and it just wasn't fun. I remember in college, this is a really funny story actually. I took a French class. It wasn't the language class, but it was like a 300 level class, and it was like a French history class basically. And I signed up for it, and I get into class the first day. I'm like the last one there, kind of nervous. I'm late to everything. And I sit down. And everyone's like just chilling out. Everyone's silent. The teacher isn't there yet. I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. So I sit down. And then all of a sudden the teacher comes in. And to my surprise, he starts speaking in French. And I'm like, this is very strange. I have no idea. Like, I didn't learn anything in high school French. I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. And then all of a sudden, he's like going up to everyone and talking to them. And they're just responding in French. And I'm like, oh dear Lord, what did I get myself into? And he's going around to every individual student, laughing it up, talking in French with them. And he has this, like, glimmer in his eye. You know? Like, he's happy to be there. He's happy to be teaching the class. He's just happy. He's a happy guy, right? I'll never forget that glimmer in his eyes. And then he goes up to me. He goes up to me. And he starts talking my ear off in French. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. And I was just frozen in place. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was terrified. Actually horrified at this moment. And I look him dead in the eyes. I see that glimmer of happiness. And I say, in the most broken American accent humanly possible, I just say, bonjour. And in that, the second I did that, in that moment, that glimmer that he had in his eyes faded into sadness. And he dropped the act. He started speaking in English to me. And he was like, you know, this is a French class, right? We speak French. And I look at him. I know the writing on the wall. I stand up. And he's like, maybe you should drop this class. I'm like, I'm already on it. I'm already standing up. And I leave. And I dropped the class that day. And then I went home and told my girlfriend, and she thought it was the funniest thing ever. That sounds painful. It was one of the worst things in my life. But it was also probably the funniest thing that's like ever happened to me. Top 5 at least. Reminds me of one of my mom's stories where in 5th grade or some of her teachers like, so did you read Les Mis in French? Like everyone was on her level. See, in 5th grade, that's just bizarre. Also, I'll say this. Going back to this is the funniest thing ever. It was hilarious. It was literally, like, when I tell you, I can't stress this enough. He was having the time of his life. And I ruined the whole day for him. It was so funny. Yeah, but speaking of Les Mis, I saw the musical. My brother likes the book, but I saw the musical. And in England, it was the first musical we saw. In the first 10 minutes, I was like, what's going on? They're singing, this is like a long song. They're really singing for a while. And the first like 30 minutes, I was like, when are they going to stop singing? And the first like hour and a half intermission hit, and I was like, they're not going to stop singing. Literally every line in Les Mis is part of a song, and I kind of hated that. And I'm like, oh, this is what an actual musical is. This is like an opera. I'm down for an opera. But not a musical. I just didn't enjoy it. She wanted to teach French, and when I went on to hate it. Yeah, it's actually kind of a touching story. That had that experience with French. And then went on to teach it. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, my, I would crack my back. Hope you can't hear that. Oh, cramp. Oh. I'm definitely getting a calzone, by the way. I've already decided. Damn, it's 9:21. I might just stay up. I have my shot at 2. And I have to be at the bar later because last Tuesday, one of the local bars does a beer pong tournament, and I won with my partner for the tournament. One of my best friends. We won the tournament last week, and the coupon expires, so I literally have to go to the bar tonight. All right, time zones. What time is it for you? Is it like 36 hours of awake? Is that you or me? Because I've not been awake for 36 hours. Honestly, streaming itself at that time, like in so early in the morning, supposed to be going to bed, was a bad idea. However, I've really liked this stream. This is probably my favorite stream I've ever done. 3:20 p.m. Oh my god. That's a time zone difference, my lord. I wish it was that time for me. Because then I could go to bed without having to worry about getting up for my shot. $23 now. Oh, Lord. $3:23:15. Well, that's exact time. I think I'm going to stream more. It's actually, like I said, I'm actually having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm getting to the point where it's like I have enough subscribers to where, like, people are going to actually tune into the streams. Because I don't really like stream when there's, like, no one here. Because I don't like talking to myself. But that's why this has been such a fun stream. So I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Not that I'm in the stream right this second. But I just wanted to say I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Portugal and UK are 5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Most Western Europe are 6 ahead. Yeah. No, that checks out. Wait, I wanted pointing, not the middle one. Did you flip me off? I'd see it if you did. Can you delete chats? In a stream? Or like comments or whatever? Yeah, but I was in England. I did forget what the time zone difference was. So. Also, the stream's kind of made me want to start a Discord. Time zones are the worst. Like, I don't want to wake up when my American friends go to sleep. Yeah, well, tell them to pull all-nighters, and you won't have that problem. That's the solution. That's what I'm doing right now. It would be nice if everyone was on the same time zone, though. Just so we can all get along better. I had to say it in, like, reply to Ermax with the pointing and nerd emoji, but I messed up. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Why can't people in your Gansistan? I have no idea where that is. That was actually a nice shot. Sour direct. Fuck. But should I start a Discord? Is that a good idea? I do have a friend that would probably want to moderate it, which obviously I would need. I don't know, I think it'd be fun. But I know it comes with, like, obviously its own unique set of problems having one. But, like... I get sun for basically the whole day anyway in the sun. What? Rare high latitude W. Huh. I can't imagine that, actually. They thought Jeremy crazy. Why not? I mean, I don't know. Like, I know Discords can be, like... not the safest of places, and, like, I don't want to, like, expose anyone to that, but at the same time, it's, like... I do trust the community that I've built not to do things like that. Like, I think when it comes to, like, YouTuber Discord, it's about, like... the kind of content you make is going to determine what kind of, like... community you build. I don't know, I just trust you all to, like, make it fun and make it safe and, like, make it a good space for everyone. Like, I think... talked about it earlier in the stream, too, but, like, I don't want to repeat myself, but, like, I think I have a good community. That'd be cool. I don't usually join servers because of the amount of people. Like, too many people? I don't think there'd be a lot of people in it. Like, probably, like... I have like 4,800 subscribers, so right now it'd probably be like 50 to 100 that would actually be interested, I think. And like, I like involving the community in my videos too. I like my anime profile picture syndrome video. Like, I know half the video. I know, Juan was in it. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he believe he had a, comment that I responded to in that. But, like, I responded to comments, and that was fun. The feeling I need to keep up with everything that's on me. I did that with the Amori Discord, and it just kind of bothered me a little bit. But, like I said, I don't think there'd be that many people in it. You know what would be cool if we did, like... well, I guess I could just stream it on my channel. But, like, do indie horror game nights. That'd be cool. Surprised the Amore Discord didn't instantly ban you. Why would they do that? Is it because my video... OMG, yes. I'm glad we have someone who agrees with that. I think it'd be fun. And like I said, I could stream, like, I could literally stream on my channel like whatever everyone's doing. But I think it'd be a little more interactive. Because it's the Amori Discord. Is there like drama with the Amori Discord? I was barely on it. Like I was on it for like I'm still in it, but I was on it for like a few days. I don't know if there's like is there drama there that I don't know about? I don't really partake in the Amori community very much. Like obviously I'm like low-key a big part of that community. Only because my videos, like, I mean, it's in the playlists, like, it's, I don't know. Like, I'm part of the meta of the Amori community, but, like, in terms of actually, like, interacting with it, I just don't really do that. I have more than one friend that had drama related to the Amori Discord. Huh, I did not know this. I really talked in one chat too. Is it a caricature? Yeah, caricature of a Discord as a whole. That's fair. So I guess I gotta start my own. I think today has been the motivation to do that, because I think it'd be fun. And you all seem to agree with that, so... Honestly, I don't really see why not, as long as I moderate it well. And I have other people to moderate it as well. I am going to talk to my friend and see if they will moderate the Discord, like be the main moderator. And maybe I'll like do that. Yeah, I'll talk to him today and like make it. And then I'll probably like make a I don't want to make just community posts, like maybe I'll make like a whole dedicated video like introducing it. And then also put at like the end of my videos like, oh, you can join this Discord and stuff like that. So if I'm gonna make it, I would want to promote it. Like I would want people in it, so. But you all get the first inkling of the Discord. About how earlier in the stream you said you want recommendations. A remake of Pocket Mirror came out recently. Pocket Mirror? I don't know what that is. I'm not sure if you played the original or this one, but it's a really cool horror RPG. I'm all about horror RPGs. Pocket Mirror. Huh. I'll look that up after the stream. That sounds interesting. See, that could be the first game we play for Indie Game Horror Night. Oh, it's a classic? Okay. Now I definitely gotta play it. Also, you got to put in my content plan. I do want to make the High-Sci Pistol Show video. I forgot to put that in there completely. Heisei, High-Sci, whatever it's called. I definitely do want to make that. You know, I'm gonna go into an actual game. Not a ranked game, but like just a casual. Oh, my back still hurts. Oh. Yeah, definitely check that out. It sounds interesting. Pocket Mirror. And who knows? Might make a video on it. Original is free. I think it's still up. The remake is like $20. I mean, I'd probably like see like how much of a remake is it? You know. What is my teammate doing? Like, is it like the isn't there like a You My Nikki quote unquote remake where it's like 3D and like 3D animation and stuff? Isn't it just? I think it's called You My Nikki Dream Diary, which in Japanese, the Japanese translation would then be Dream Diary, Dream Diary. So I think You My Nikki stands for Dream Diary. I was kind of into that game for a little bit, so I think I know what I'm talking about here, but I might be mistaken. But is it like a remake like that, or is it like just polished up a little bit, you know? Kind of like a remaster almost. Oh, let me cook. Let me cook. Okay, I'm not cooking. Before I played it, some animated cutscenes and the visuals are redone. Not sure if they did new puzzles or endings yet. Huh. I'll definitely check that out. It sounds interesting. Could become a new favorite of mine. You never know. How's that not going? I'll probably just get the remake, honestly. Like, I want the most up-to-date version. Especially if I'm going to make a video on it, it's like, it feels better to have the most up-to-date version of the game on there, you know? I feel like that makes the most sense. About to clip on him. I'm not gonna clip on him. Be a team player. League Mail. Oh, League Mall. What is that? It's like a game. Or is that a reference I'm completely blanking on? How am I the top of the team? I haven't even been paying attention. That joke is too short to understand. Yeah. I probably want to get the reference anyway. I was comparing Rocket League to Mario. Oh, like... is it like, Coconut Mall? Is that what you're talking about? Like Mario Wii? Mario Kart Wii? Let's go. That was actually a nice shot. You know what? Thank you for that. Saying nice shot. So I can lock in when I want to. Could have at least said Coconut League. Actually, that would make even less sense to me. So I think actually, I got the joke, which explained it. But I used to When I was a kid, me and my brother used to like go into Coconut Mall and just like pretend we were in a mall. And like basically role play like just being in a mall. It's kind of fun actually. They used to use our Miis. I used to be Tsunade from Naruto. And we would just be in a mall. In terms of free sub, I saw you made a Lane video with Digital Circus. I'm not sure if you know about the Lane PS1 game. Someone made a way to play it in browsers, basically a visual novel. I did actually know that. And one of the projects that I really want to work on is a couple with Lane. I'm assuming you haven't seen my what's it even called anymore? Oh, the partial conscious transplantation video. I think I clipped part of that video for the Amazing Digital Circus video, or at least talked about it. But like the full Lane video, I do have on the channel. Some of my like oldest videos, still one of my favorites too. Ooh, backward save. But like I do have that on the channel. I'm assuming you haven't seen it then. But I want to make like a full deep dive into Serial Experiments Lane because it's like it's one of those shows that, like a lot of people don't understand or like don't get, but like I feel like I have a lot to say about it. I don't want to say I get it because art's not about getting it; it's about like subjective interpretation and perception of it. But I definitely have things to say on it, and I want to talk about them in a video. I'm kind of thinking about that in the background a lot. But I am aware of the Lane PS1 game. I know how it ends, too. I watched the... I don't know if any of you watch Hazel, but I watched her video on the subject, too. And that was really interesting. So I do want to play the PS1 game. Another thing for indie game night. And I did know it made it in a browser, so you can actually play it. I think it'd be cool to be one of those games I actually play on the PS1. You ever played Signalis or heard of it? I played it recently and just fell in love. You know, I have a subscriber. I believe they commented on my Amori video. And a few other things, but like I can't remember their name, but they commented on one of my videos, I think it was the Amori one, and said you have to play Signalis, and I think they commented on my Hazy Mind video, and I said I would play it, so I guess I have to play it. How long is it? Because like, I just know how long it is. You do have to play it. Well, I guess I do now, if you're saying so, too. Hazel fan. Hey, I like Hazel. I like their, what's the video? The anime Denny's video is fantastic. My favorite from her is the PS1 Lane video, but like I do like the anime Countryside, the anime Denny's videos are really cool. You have to play it. I haven't played it. You know, if everyone's telling me I have to play it, I guess I do. And I thought it was like a long... What the hell are they doing? I thought it was a longer game than that. If you're saying it's not... I don't really like long games that much. I like shorter games. If you're saying it was like 9 hours, so you're playing slowly, I guess I should just play it. Another game for indie night. That's a good point. You know, I'm making a Discord. I don't care. I'm talking to my friend today. I'm getting excited about this. This is exciting. Watched someone stream it. It was super cool. Yeah. Everyone seems to love Signalis, and it has like... I've seen video. I haven't watched them, but I've seen like people posting video essays about them and stuff like that. A lot of games people won't post video essays on, But if it's like one of those games people actually do, it must be like a good game. Yeah, I just scored. I can't believe I just did that. Wow. That's depressing. And that's why we're playing casual. See, I'll play Signalis and I'll make a Discord if I can get people to play Rocket League with me. That's the deal. That is my bargain. Because I need people to play Rocket League with. If you're good with a really bad player, you got a deal. You know what? I'll carry you to victory. We're good. Look at my skills. Fortunately, my laptop is from 2004. Is it a gaming laptop at least? Do they even have those in 2004? That I couldn't tell you. I'll get a new one eventually. I mean, whenever you have like the time and the money to do it, you know. Do you have other game systems? Like, do you play video? Like, do you usually watch video games or do you play them? Like currently. Fortunately, you do not have PlayStation Live. Actually, I don't think you need it. If you have a PlayStation, I think Epic Games, like, because they have their own servers, which I guess all games have their own servers, but, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Fortnite, you don't need it. Like, I have an Xbox. You don't have to have, well, this is PC, obviously. But because it's, like, cross-platform and stuff like that, you don't have to have, like, PlayStation Live or whatever. My brother told me that for we played Fortnite together, and he told me that. And obviously, Rocket League is owned by the same company, so it'd probably the same situation. And it is cross-platform and free to play as well. So, how are we winning? But if you do get a PC, or like, I would recommend a PC instead of a gaming laptop. I mean, you can get like a MacBook or like, I have an Asus. I would recommend, if you're gonna get something for gaming, though, I'd probably recommend building your own PC or having someone else do it for you. The problem is that this laptop is kind of a hand-me-down, like an upgrade by other people. So it has top-of-the-line graphics card and RAM, but whatever. The processor is through the same old one. I'm assuming you can't change the processor. I don't know a lot about computers, really, which I probably should. But, like, I don't think you can change that, can you? I think it's, like, the core of the system, basically. So I'm guessing you can't change that. Oh, I gotta save. Remember, I got a computer for school, like a $200 PC, and I couldn't even run. I played Song of Saya and You My Nikki on it, and I couldn't even run YouTube because the processor was so bad. Oh, I just missed. It's 3-3. I know it's 3-3. Let me lock in. Hold on. I'll show you all what I'm made of. Hold up. Locking in. I just do the game. He wasn't using his full power. My full power is not enough, apparently. Because I just threw the game in more ways than one. Alright, I'm winning the next game. I'm determined. Here, let me text my friend about the, Oh, hold up. Game started. I'm locking in this game. And I already missed the ball. Ready for the dimer? Ready for the dimer? Oh. Sonic Heroes, one I'm made of. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna text my friend about being a moderator. I hope he says yes. Cause he owned a gaming org called Shady Kings. That's why my thing is SK on there. Oh god. And oh Jesus. Yeah, he owned a gaming org and has a Discord. Usually me and my friends still talking, but like, so he has like some experience like building Discord and stuff like that. So he could probably help me build it and then moderate it, obviously. Yeah, definitely excited for indie game nights. Why is he saying okay? Ooh, we got 7 viewers. How's everyone doing? People that just came into the stream. Currently, we're locking in to win this game. Does that have to prove myself? That's not good. Why? Why am I locking in? Does I have to prove my my gaming worth? X. Oh. Now we're just talking about axes. Axes, XI. Z. Okay, now we're getting crazy. We've gone too far. Should have let me shoot that. Get it, get it, get it. Let's go. Let's see. Did they give me an assist for that? Is that an A? Ooh, 2 A's. Wait. Why do they look different? Aren't they both lowercase a? This is a language barrier. IBS Paint MC, hello. Oh, I thought this was a channel trailer. I didn't know it was a stream. Hi. Hello. Oh, it's Greek alphabet. Yeah, I know the entire Greek alphabet, actually. I can recite it right now. It's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Iota, Kappa, Lambda, Mu, Nu, Xi, Omicron, Sigma, Tau, Upsilon, Phi, Chi, Psi, Omega, I think. Hello, Killer Liquid, though. It's good to have you on the stream. As well as IBS Paint MC. Good to have you here. Oh, it's pie. Okay, I didn't see you say pie. I know pie, yeah. Who can forget about Pie Day? Look at that. It's both math and Greek. Nice. I love pie. I like cherry pie. Cherry pie is good. I love the thing. Hi, big fan of your channel. Been watching since that one FNAF video you did ages ago. Are you talking about FNAF, how to tell an uninteresting story? Because that's a deep cut. Not many people have seen that one. I think it's when oh, wait. You talk about the movie? I talk about critics don't understand the FNAF movie. Is that what you're talking about? I forgot I made that one. Because that was my first ricotta and chocolate. Alright, we're going to ignore that. Ricotta pie? Oh, you talk about the movie one? Yeah, that, I love that video because I did, for like 6 months, I did, what am I thinking of? I did, no, not the movie one, okay. You talk about the uninteresting story one. Yeah, that one was, I liked that one. Saw that thing while at the gym. Nice. It's funny to think that, like, people are just working out watching my videos. It's, like, kind of a bizarre thought, you know? But, I mean, chocolate and ricotta together? What do you mean? Even better! Oh my god. It's amazing, trust me. You know what? Too good to comprehend. You know, I haven't had it, so I guess I can't make a judgment. It doesn't sound, I mean, if you're gonna put cheese with chocolate, it's probably either brie cheese, I think it's called that, or ricotta, so it's not the worst combination in the world. Not normal ricotta, like the one makes with sugar has a totally different taste. Yeah, yeah, I would assume so. Probably different texture too, right? I made it home some weeks ago, and it was the end of the world. Well, we're still living, aren't we? Me and the boys chilling together. This is oddly entertaining. You sure we're still living? Who told you that? Well, that's a fair point. I guess I can't argue with that. Are we really living if we don't have ricotta and chocolate pie? That's the question of the day, folks. Backflip car. Ready for this? Boom. Double backflip. Wait. Look at that. Triple backflip. Oh, I need more boost. Try to do a triple backflip. I can't do it. With ice. Don't want the Discord. I'll send you some pics of ricotta and chocolate pies. With ice cream too, huh? Well, then I won't look it up because I'll so look forward to getting this that I won't even look it up. With ice cream too. Does everyone eat chocolate and ricotta pie? Like, is this a thing I just don't know about? Have I been left in the dark this whole time? Ricotta is actually used decently often in sweets, at least here. It's like cake and pie format. I mean, it sounds... I'd try. I would definitely try it. First message would just be pictures of pies. That would be really funny, actually. That would just be like a great inside joke, and I'll actually be disappointed if that is not what we see. While I'm not in the game, let me text my friend about the Discord thing. Call the Discord the Pie Center. I'm not doing that. Maybe I could. That certainly has a ring to it. Also, I officially have to be up in less than 4 hours. Which means I'm not going to bed. Oscar Pie. Should I change my name from Oscar TV to Oscar Pie? The Ricotta Center. I will change my name. I think you can change names on Discord to like different Discords. You can have different names, right? Because if that's the case, I will change my name to Oscar Pie in that Discord. Yeah, so I'm going to do it. The Ricotta and Chocolate Pie with Ice Cream Center. That'll be the name of the Discord. And only like currently, I believe 4 or 5 people are going to know what the inside joke is. That's exactly how it should be. The Oscar Pie Center for Cottage Chocolate Pies Ice Cream. Alright, now the name's just getting too complicated. Now I'm just imagining a pie with like a hole, and under the pie the table has a hole where Oz can pop her head out and look smug around the crust. That'd be something. Maybe I'll make that the, I'll have to hire somebody. And we'll make that the Discord picture. When you first said pies, oh my god. That is the name we're not going with. He coughed really loudly. That he did. Also, we finally got a game. Also, I'm not locked in this game, just a fair warning. Do you like Chainsaw Man? You know, Hold up, there's another comment first. Also, I suggest you give a read to Bibliomania when you want to. One, if you didn't already. It's real short, but I liked it a lot. It's my profile picture, too. Yeah, I was wondering what your profile picture was. Because isn't there... Oh, there's like a music video. Maybe it's an AMV that I saw on Bibliomania. And she, like... breaks through like sludge or something. It's like a metaphor. I think the song by Toby Fox. I mean, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah. Wait, is that Megalovania? Yes, I do. I discovered thanks to that song. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking... I definitely know what you're talking about. Yes, I do like Chainsaw Man. I was a manga reader for a little bit. Kind of a while, actually. Then the anime came out. I'm like, I don't love the art direction. And I just... I like the manga a lot. I didn't finish part 1, but I'm pretty much fully spoiled for part 2. And I actually wanted to make a video on it. Like, I think a lot of people don't necessarily understand Denji that well. Like, his plight. And I actually got into, like, arguments in Chibi Review's comment section on it. And it was, like, a whole thing. The greatest living show. I think I know what you're talking about. The Seal video. The Horror of the Seal. Forgot I did that, actually. Yeah, the anime does look a little too clean, I think. Nobody gets Denji. I think I get Denji, actually. And I like I don't really want to get into it now, because that requires like the proper, trigger warnings and all that. And this is, more of a kind of a laid back stream instead of a serious one. But I will say that like a lot of people don't understand what Denji goes through. And I like Chibi reviews a lot. Like when I got back in anime, I watched him a lot, but like he was just kind of gloating. He's like, "Oh, I was right," and like all the freaks on Twitter are wrong, and like the new chapter confirmed that I was right. He's like gloating about it. I'm like, I just don't agree that you're right about this. Like the text says you're right about this, but the subtext is a very different thing. So I don't know. But Chainsaw Man's cool. I gotta get back into the manga so I can properly make that video that I want to make on it. And it's just a good manga anyway, Like it's a great manga, and like, I'm spoiled for like most of it. It's like it doesn't really matter. I still want to read it. I was actually gonna read it on my Chicago trip because I work at Barnes and Noble, so I get 50% off discount for all the books. I was gonna buy all the volumes that I don't have and like read it, but I ended up doing that, unfortunately. Although it would have been cool. Have something to do in the car because it was alive. You work at Barnes and Noble. I do. Dream job. It was my dream part-time job for a long time. That's so cool. I love Barnes and Noble. And yeah, it was my dream my dream job is like make films and stuff, be a YouTuber. But like my dream part-time job was Barnes and Noble, and I applied there so many times. I finally got in, and like, so I'd heard it was a good company and all that. And honestly, like it's a fantastic company. Like I'm not just saying that. Like I can't say enough great things about Barnes and Noble. Like it's at least the store I work at. I can't speak for any other store. But like when I went to the hospital, like they were beyond understanding about it. Like if that was Target, I would just lose my job. I was shit on Target all day, every day. I hated working there. Who is Barnes and why does he have a Noble? Well, that's another great mystery that we're going to figure out together. One of the other great mysteries of the day. And I got stuck in the net. Barnes & Noble is one of the only stores I can ask for You Were Trans Enough by Mia Violet and Blood Marion without getting strange looks. Well, I don't know those books, but sounds interesting. And it is a very, like, they have everything there, you know? And at least working there is, like, it's a very accepting store. At least my store is, like, everyone's super nice, and it's a very, like, inclusive environment. Which, again, I won't speak for every store, but at least mine is. And I have heard very good things about the company anyway, so, you know. Store managers reflect upper management of the company as a whole. Like, who they decide to hire, so. I'm assuming the company's more or less like that. On the book list, those sound very cool. They do sound cool. Remember Blood Marion? It's made by the same guy as No Country for Old Men. Isn't that a movie? Am I uncultured? Is that a book? Oh, motherfucker. It was looking for a movie. Yeah, that's what I figured when you said that. Never even seen the movie, but I didn't know it was a book. Well, but the clip on him. Oh, it hit the shot for me. Nice. I know me yesterday when I wanted to read. Oh, I should have went for that kickoff. Dead Poets Society, but then I found it was a movie first and novel after. And sometimes those are good. I read the Transformers book as a kid, and that was good. Of course, that was half a joke, but Dead Poets Society is one with Robin Williams, right? One of my favorite actors. He's no Adam Sandler, but, you know. I think he's funnier than Adam Sandler, but Adam Sandler's serious roles are surprisingly great. So Adam Sandler's my favorite actor by far. He's always been, but for his comedies, yeah, mostly for his serious roles like Punch Drunk Love, Spanglish, Reign Over Me, great movies. Haven't seen Uncut Gems yet. That's what everyone talks about as like his best role, but still gotta see that one. I didn't think that was in. Locking in for the last 2 minutes of this game. A few seconds, rather. Yeah, every time I say I'm locking in, I do something blatantly just stupid. That was one of them. Also, I'm probably going to end the stream at 3:30. Because I'm kind of hungry. And I want my calzone, which I'm definitely getting. I'm going to try to win this overtime. Nice. All right. Does anyone have any last things to say before I end the stream? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Any burning questions, burning recommendations you have to give to me? You have a question. I probably have an answer. What is your question? What's 3 plus 3? That is a factorial, which should be 9. Right? Because wouldn't it be 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1? If I'm not mistaken, or you use an exclamation point, but so it's either 6. I didn't trade. Oh no, I feel bad. No. You know what? It's 3. That's the answer. I actually feel genuinely bad about that. My bad. Surprised I knew that, actually. That, like... I just dug deep for that. For sure. I'll have a good Killzone. I will. Anyone else have anything else to say? If not, I will end the stream here. And yes, I'll have a delicious broccoli calzone, and I will see if they have any ricotta and chocolate pie while I'm there. They probably won't, because they're not people of culture. But I will surely check. Here, hold up. Let me... Had a great time. I didn't think I would talk this much, so thank you. No, thank you for talking, and I'm really glad you had a good time. That's the whole point of these streams and everything, so just glad you had a good time. And thank you for talking. It's been fun talking to you. Also, I suggest you get it homemade if you can. Like, it's way better. I mean, anything homemade home is just better, but yeah. Yeah, most homemade things are better. But I will definitely try to get it homemade, or at least from like a bakery or something. Like an Italian, it's probably not Italian, but maybe it's Italian. If it's like an Italian baker or something, like I said, I know some places, so I could definitely check it out. See if they have anything in Buffalo like that, but maybe I can make it myself. I'm not really a good baker. I'm a good cook, not a good baker. But we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that hard, TBH. Well, like I said, I've only baked one thing in my life, and it was a pizza. I don't know if that really counts, because it was pre-made dough. But I will try. You can always learn. I can't always learn. Like I said, I'm a pretty good cook. I watch a lot of Anna Margusia videos. So I do know, like, the science behind baking and, like, how to bake and stuff like that. I just never really tried it. So maybe I'll give it a try, you know? I think it'd be fun, too. Especially if a subscriber is recommending it. How could I say no? Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's actually been a lot of... This is my favorite stream I've ever done. So, not that many of them, but this was a really fun stream. So, baking stream when? I don't know about that. Maybe. That would also include a face reveal, which I've already kind of technically done on the channel. If you watch my short film, Squid Boy, I'm literally in it. So it's like kind of a face reveal. Maybe I could do that. It'd be kind of fun. Instead of indie horror game night, it's baking night. That'd be fun. We'll have a whole baking channel on the Discord and everything. Yeah, like I said, thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna stay up because I have to get my shot in like 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna go get a calzone. And yeah. With that, I shall take my leave and go. A lot of fun for me, too. Can't wait for the Oscar Pie Discord buy. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right. I'll sign off with the usual quote. And what is this emojis? Oh, don't cry. I'll stream. I'm going to stream more often. It's been really fun. So, and as always, thank you for watching. You just got that in real time. Isn't that a treat?